Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope that you're enjoying your week, and I continue to pray that the Lord will help you with whatever you're to put your hand to do. Whatever you put your hand to do, it shall prosper in the name of Jesus. Once what you're putting your hand to do is in alignment with the Lord, His will and His plan, it will prosper in the name of Jesus. Even if you do not see it right away, be persistent, be diligent, do not faint, do not give up. Eventually, you will see the results of your work if you do not faint. We're going back into the book of Samuel, and we're going to be staying with David and Saul for this entire week. Now, let us look at 1 Samuel chapter 19, verse 4 to 6. We're going to start there, and then we're going to move on to verse 11 to 12. The next morning, Jonathan spoke with his father about David, saying many good things about him. The king must not sin against his servant David, Jonathan said. He's never done anything to harm you. He has always helped you in any way he could. Have you forgotten about the time he risked his life to kill the Philistine giant, and how the Lord brought a great victory to all Israel as a result? You were certainly happy about it then. Why should you murder an innocent man like David? There is no reason for it at all. So Saul listened to Jonathan and vowed, as surely as the Lord lives, David will not be killed. Now at that point, when I first read this story, I was like, yes, someone got through to Saul. Saul is about to turn his ways. No, he's not. That was false promise. That was false peace. Peace like the world gives it. That is only now for a time, but then they go back on their word. Situations and circumstances change, go back on their word. Saul did not mean this, because it was after this conversation with Jonathan that David was playing the harp, and Saul threw a javelin at him to kill him. So he was not truly demonstrating that peace. But look at Jonathan. Jonathan is his son. Jonathan is pleading with him, leave David alone. He does not mean you any harm. David is an asset. I think Saul was a little silly, because if David is an asset, he killed the giant. Why do you want to kill him? If I were king, I would keep him close to me to fight my battles and to assist me in being successful. But pride got into his heart. He could not see, he was blinded. Now, when we go down to verses 11 and 12, Michal, who is Saul's daughter, was eventually married to David. This is what is happening here. Then Saul set troops to watch David's house. They were told to kill David when he came out the next morning. The same Saul who said, I vow, David will not be killed. But Michal, David's wife, warned him, if you do not escape tonight, you will be dead by morning. So she helped him climb out through a window, and he fled and escaped. Saul's children are of not the same warful and vengeance and violent mindset as Saul is. And how is this possible? Because most times children follow after their parents, or they influence, the adults are influencing them. And that's why we have to be very careful as adults what we are saying and doing in front of children, because we can influence them. But the mere fact that Jonathan and Michal was able to be on the side of peace, even though their father was on the side of war, it meant there was a choice, and they made the choice to pursue peace, pleading with their father, saving David's life. They chose to pursue peace, and it is possible for us in our lives, as we see certain things coming through our generation. Our parents did it, our aunties, our uncles, and we say, oh, I'm not going to be like that. It is not enough to say I'm not going to be like that. We need to make that choice and pursue that choice. Be proactive in practicing and informing ourselves in a way, particularly in the way of God, so that now we are not becoming like those individuals. So Michal and Jonathan, they were able to stand on the side of peace, even though their father were not. And so we can make that choice as well and stand on the side of peace, even though those persons that we look up to and those persons that have influenced us in life are not doing it. We have a choice to choose peace. Have a wonderful day.